Today we will be discussing about nutrition and what we will see in nutrition today. We will see about various activities which are present or listed in this chapter. Coming to the very first activity related to photosynthesis in nutrition lesson is Ingenhousz experiment or Hydrilla-Twiggs experiment. Generally, we all are aware of Hydrilla-Twiggs experiment, but it was given by Jan Ingenhousz in the year 1779. So, he is the one who discovered about green plants produce oxygen during light or in the presence of light by the process of photosynthesis. So, what is the aim? To prove that oxygen is produced during photosynthesis in the presence of light or sunlight. Apparatus required. So, what are the apparatus required here? A pair of test tubes, a pair of beakers, Hydrilla or Elodea twigs. So, we all know Elodea or Hydrilla are water plants. A pair of funnels, a matchbox with sticks. Procedure. The procedure to be followed is we have to arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. We need to prepare or make two identical sets so that we can observe the differences and find out the reason and result accurately. So, firstly, place some twigs of water plant like Hydrilla or Elodea in a short stemmed funnel and keep it in a beaker. So, what we have to do first, place some twigs of water plant like Hydrilla or Elodea in a short stemmed funnel. So, you can see it in the figure and keep it in a beaker. Nextly, then pour water in the beaker. So, what we have to do secondly, we have to add water to the beaker. Invert a test tube full of water over the stem of the funnel. Ensure that the level of water present in the beaker is above the level of the funnel, so which is inverted. So, what we have to see, the third step, we have to take a test tube, fill it with water, and we have to invert it and place over the stem of the funnel, and we have to ensure that means we have to make sure that the level of water which is present in the beaker is above the level of the funnel which is already inserted or inverted. Place one apparatus in the sun and another one in dark. So, as I have earlier mentioned, we have to take two sets of apparatus. One is to be placed in the sun and the another is to be kept in the dark. Keep the apparatus in for 2 to 3 hours. So, sometimes it may take more hours. So, generally what our textual material is, keep the apparatus in sunlight for 2 to 3 hours, in dark for 2 to 3 hours. After 2 to 3 hours, we would see that there is air in the place of water filled in the setup that is kept in sunlight. So, what we will observe at the end or after 2 to 3 hours, we would see that there is air in the place of water filled in the setup that is kept in sunlight. It is actually a gas that will be collected in the test tube. So what is it? It is actually a gas that which is collected in the test tube due to the bubble formation. Now observe the apparatus which is set in the dark. So as we have observed, which is in the light or sunlight, we can see bubble formation and air is filled. When we observe the apparatus which is kept in dark, and we can see, is there any difference in the amount of gas collected in both the setups? We can see that very less or very trace amounts of gas is collected in the setup which is in the dark. So finally we can go for the test and the result. We can test the gas present in the test tube by inserting a glowing matchstick which would burst into flames. So how can we test? We can test the gas present in the test tube by inserting a glowing matchstick which would burst into flames. This shows the gas produced is oxygen or O2, and hence we can prove that oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. So one more thing, the care is to be taken while removing the test tube. We have to close the test tube with the thumb finger so that gas is not escaped outside, so that we can get the result. Thank you.